Hello, good morning. This is Vance, and you're listening to Django 78.14. This is the first episode of Wellness Wednesday. As we all have heard of the proverb, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So stay healthy by mind, body, and soul. Today is a talk show, and we have a guest here. She is a technical lead, a former technical lead from an IT company, and she has followed her passion of being a designer. Along with that, she is a wellness coach. She is Vaishali Utmale. Hi Vaishali, welcome to our show. It's an honor and privilege to have you. So let's start. Okay. So how did you start your new journey from being an IT expert to being a designer and a wellness coach? Please share your experience. How did it all begin? How was your journey so far?
Hi Vance, thank you so much for inviting me here first of all. And yes, I'm equally excited and happy, to share my journey with you. So, being an IT profession was like, following your family dreams, you can say. So I was a bright student, so I my family always wanted me to be how that was earlier, so either you become a doctor or become engineer. So easiest option was becoming an engineer, so I chose that. And yeah, luckily I got I got placed into amazing company. So I got it was an amazing experience altogether being an IT engineer. But again, that was not my passion as such. So in my heart, I always wanted to be something different, to become an entrepreneur, to become independent, and have my own business. So that was all always my dream, you can say. So. Like after 5 years of working in IT, that passion became somehow very aggressive, you can say, in me. And I thought, yeah, I want to do something. So, and passion was something that, I was very passionate about. So I always used to watch passion shows. I always used to see, especially Indian dresses and all. So that was something like I was very much attracted towards. And one day it happened that one of my friend, who is also my partner, she also told the same thing to me. She was also working in corporate, and she also told me that, yeah, I want to do something in business. And then we both decided together to do something. So since I was already passionate about fashion, so I suggested her that okay, let's try this. And that is how we started part-time initially. So with our job, we were doing this. And when I announced it to my friends, so one of my friend only who showed trust in us, being very new, very fresh in this field, I'm very grateful that he showed that trust, and he gave me order of his wedding. So being biggest day of his life, he was like very sure that I will do the justice to his wedding day. So we gave her 100%, and we did we did please him. So he loved our work very much, and that also gave us kind of confidence in us that, yeah, if we can do this part-time, I think we can do this full-time also. And we decided to quit our job. So we both quit our job, and we started learning fashion, officially, you can say. So I did a diploma in fashion designing, and simultaneously I was also working for my business, business setup, you can say. So after 2 years, I started my proper brand named Cocktail Threads, and it was doing fantastic. It is still doing fantastic, you can say. So this is how my fashion journey started. And coming to fitness was never my passion as such. Like I never thought in my dreams also that I will become a wellness coach ever, but I always wanted to be fit. Like I had many health issues earlier, and I have gone through many treatment. So I wanted to just get over that. I wanted to be a better version of myself. I wanted to work on my personality, you can say. So that is why I approached one of my friend who is a wellness coach, and she guided me so amazingly that I got amazing results. I started looking fantastic, and I was transformed, you can say. So that worked like a magic for me, and I started loving the program. I started loving my workouts, and but again, it was only for me. So when I was changing, change in looks and personality, people started asking me like, what are you doing, you're looking great. And so I started just recommending them that this is what I'm doing. And they this is how even they started the program, and they started loving it. And so this is how you can say my journey actually started, because my friend told me, if you can do it just casually, then why don't you think of it as a part-time profession also. And I took her seriously, you can say. And I'm so glad that I took her advice seriously. I started learning this, I started learning more about this field also. And I started helping people on a serious note. And that actually made me realize that so many people are there who need help with health related issues. Like so many people are there who are spending so much on their health, and they're spending on diseases basically just to survive. So I have something that can actually improve their life, that which can transform their life totally. So I'm very grateful to be part of this industry also now. And whenever anyone comes to me saying that Vaishali, thank you so much that you introduced me to this and I got amazing results, that gives a lot of satisfaction to me, trust me. And that is beyond anything else. So it is like a blessing for me, and I am very grateful to be here.
I'm sure it has been an amazing journey of transformation of being an IT lead, a technical lead, and then being a designer, which has been your passion always, plus taking wellness as going hand in hand along with that. So hats off to you for the amazing dedication you have given. So let's go to the next question. If one comes to you asking about how to be a wellness coach, what would be the piece of advice you would give them?
See, to become a wellness coach, like if anyone approaches us if they want to become a wellness coach, the very first and very important thing here is, first you become healthy. Because it is not something like you're selling a powder or you're selling a toothpaste. Like even if you're not using, you can tell people, no, you buy it and try it. I can't say to anyone that no, I haven't done anything, I don't work out, but you do it, it is nice, you will get results. So that is not going to work like that. Or if I am fat, or if I have any diseases, and if I tell people that you start it and you become healthy, so their counter question on me will be like, first then why don't you try it, like why don't you become healthy? So the very very basic thing to become a wellness coach is, first you become healthy, you improve yourself, you work on your own results, and show them, show people, you are working on yourself, you are doing it. And then people will definitely come to you, because people always want to follow someone who is, who is better, who is ideal, you can say, or who is who has done it. So that is the very first thing. And the next thing, which matters a lot, is basically your trainings. So doing it on your own is altogether a different thing. There you don't have to use your brain. You have to, just rely on your coach. Whatever they say, just do it. So that is going to bring you result. But when you are introducing someone to this program or this lifestyle, definitely you should know many things about it. You should be able to guide them. So we provide a lot of trainings to anyone and everyone who joins in here. So here basically it's not like normal network marketing where you just bring people and your work is done. Here our work starts actually after bringing people in the community. So our main goal here is to get their results, to give them what they want. If someone has come for something, I have to make sure that that person is getting that result, that person is getting that solution. So that is what is going to give me happiness, that is what is going to give me a better business, you can say. So yes, so here the most important and most fun part is work on your health and just get your business done.
Yeah, Vaishali, well said. It's true that one should be an example to others. So if we are not healthy ourselves, how can we advise others to be healthy? Right? Yeah. Perfect. Why does one lose their appetite and lose track of their diet and get overweight or maybe underweight also? So what are the main reasons for that?
Every person is different, every person's lifestyle is different, the way they have kept their body is different. So I cannot generalize any answer like why people have such appetite or why people are getting obese. Every person has different reason for it, for sure. But the common reasons are mostly the sedentary lifestyle, because people are so busy working, sitting on one place and working, that they sometimes they forget even their eating hours, or they are so engrossed in work that they don't realize that they should eat, and suddenly they feel hungry and they eat everything together. So that is one of the dangerous thing in lifestyle, sedentary lifestyle. So like that there can be many other reasons, and later it becomes habit. Like once your body is habituated to some lifestyle, it goes on following that particular thing, and then we don't realize it until we are into some trouble, or some doctor comes and tells us that, dude, you need to do something with your body, or you need to reduce weight, or you need to do something. So that there can be many reasons. Yeah, whenever people start putting on weight, or start gaining unwantedly, the very first thing they do is cut down on food. And yeah, definitely, even I had done that, trust me, and it is the most horrible thing that we do, because our body, you can compare it with any car, you can say. So the way any car needs petrol, so you have to give it petrol, right? And jitna petrol aap usko doge, utna wo chalegi. So that is how even our body works. Like how much ever nutrition you give to your body is going to respond accordingly. So you have to look after your food, and you cannot cut down on anything. You cannot cut down on carbs, you cannot cut down on protein, or you cannot cut down on one particular thing and you can say that this is going to help me. Yes, definitely it will help you reduce your weight, but that is not going to be a healthy weight loss. You will eventually we get into a lot of health problems. in future. So you're inviting diseases more than you're becoming healthier. So weight loss or any health issue for that matter, when you're working on it, make sure you take care of your diet first thing, and then yes, slowly and eventually you work on your other health aspects.
Definitely, Vaishali, that's an amazing answer. We should realize that health is wealth. That's everything. So we should take care of our health. True, food is our fuel, right? Like anything else, food is very important. It's not about staying slim. Yeah, slim people. Mostly ladies these days. They say, "I wish to look very slim," but definitely it doesn't mean that you skip your food. Of course, I do that. I know. I often do that. It's not skipping, but I eat very less. We have been observing over the last 1.5 years that the pandemic has changed the food habits of most of the people, mainly from the IT companies, unless they have the family on their own with them. Otherwise, they've got a new habit of ordering food from outside restaurants and all that. They've totally forgotten that they could cook or anything, because they are so involved in their work that they can hardly move from their place and cook food on their own. So what is your suggestion on taking homely food or staying healthy and having healthy diet? Also, why don't you just suggest some healthy recipes to those youngsters who maybe are lazy to cook and cook food and stay in the kitchen for a long time because they are scared of losing their work or wasting their time, as they say. Most youngsters nowadays don't prefer to spend time in the kitchen and cook food on their own, right? That's why they tend to order food from out. So you could just suggest some really good healthy recipes. What is your take in that?
Talking about the pandemic, this pandemic has at least taught me one thing, that life is everything. So a whole world stopped working for almost 1.5 years, which we wouldn't have even thought of if COVID was not the case. So definitely it has taught us that, dude, life is everything, your body is everything. So just take care of it very well, and cherish it that you have one. So just imagine, just imagine if you don't have one, and you can you get another body? Can you open your cupboard and say, okay, I have kept one extra body for myself, so I can just use that? So that is not going to happen, right? So that is whatever you have is the only thing you have, and you have to cherish it, you have to take care of it. There's no other go. So and a healthy body is going to give you a better productivity, you can say. So ultimately it is going to help you with your work, with your performance, and overall happiness. So and yes, the things which people have to take care of are food, what they're eating. So junk food is definitely a big no, not at all. So yeah, of course there are cheat days when you feel like, but if I have to talk about outside food, like earlier when we were kids, so that time we used to go out only occasionally, like on birthdays or some occasion, anniversaries, or once in a month, or maybe once in 2 3 months. But nowadays it's ulta, like when people are in good mood, they cook home, so otherwise they eat outside. So that pathetic it has become nowadays. Okay, sharing recipes on call, I believe will be a bit tricky job. But yes, you can include a lot of fiber in your diet. So have all the vegetables. Even if you are non-veg lover, make sure you include vegetables in your diet because they are required. And if you are pure vegetarian, make sure your protein intake is taken care, because in veg food there are very limited options of getting healthy protein. So just make sure you do that. And yes, of course, anytime you can take guidance of any good coach who can give you a lot of options again. And apart from that, you can follow my Instagram handle, for different recipes. There I keep on sharing different food options that you can have instantly as part of your meal or for snacking purpose. So yeah, my suggestions are: eat healthy food, exercise every day, practice many stress relief activities. Yeah, stress is everyone has stress, and there is no alternative to stress, you can say. But there are two types of stress: good stress and bad stress. So stress is also important because it gives you a push to perform better. So definitely learn to handle stress. Sleep well. Many people nowadays don't sleep in the night. The sleep cycles have changed very pathetically, you can say. People, thanks to all the social media platforms, many things like Netflix or any other things. So people are so engrossed, and they watch all the series and all in the night, and they sleep during the daytime. So that is one of the worst thing that is happening nowadays. So one thing which is very important is, especially when it comes to our body's repair system. Natural repair systems work only during night when you sleep. So when you don't sleep, that does not happen. So that is again causing you many other problems. So the most important thing people need is right education about health, about their body, and about lifestyle. Definitely having a coach makes a drastic change, because everyone is expert in their field. Definitely no one can compare doctor, or no one can compare engineers in their field. But when it comes to health, having the right guidance from a right person is very much important. And understanding your body is important, listening to your body is important, and do what is right for you.
Mental health is as important as our physical health. Giving right vibes, positive vibes to our mind, just like we take care of our physical health through healthy diet. Because during this pandemic, people have been losing their jobs, and they have been getting desperate, and they have been losing their loved ones. It's not so easy to cope up with the present situation. So how meditation plays its role during this critical situation?
Yes, you're absolutely right, Vance. Meditation plays very important role when it comes to mental health, especially. So in other words, you can say that meditation is food of our mind. So the way we give food to our body, it is our mind's nutrition. So meditation improves our ability to handle stress. It improves, our presence of mind. So it helps us to stay in present moment, you can say. So eventually it helps to take us better decision. It improves our decision making capability. So definitely it is something that everyone should do every day, especially in this pandemic. I understand that people are going through a lot of stress. They are losing their loved ones, and it is they're losing jobs, and it is getting it has become difficult. But yes, if you want to come over all these things, you have to take care of yourself first. So that is the only thing that you can do, and which is in your hands basically. Then the next important thing is socialization. So it is said everywhere, like it is proven definitely that we are a combination of five people we stay with most of the times. So make sure you surround yourself with the people who inspire you, who motivate you in all manners, not only in work but in your overall lifestyle and everything. So surround yourself with positive people, surround yourself with healthy people. When I say healthy mindset. So people with healthy mindset. So surround yourself with right people, and learn from them, grow, keep growing, always have an attitude to learn and grow. So keep growing, keep learning, and yes, that's all.
This is the turn for rapid fire questions. Yeah, I'm sure, I hope it's going to be fun. But not that fun because it's more into the wellness type questions. So yet I hope you have a great time answering these. So let's go to the first question. What is the best part in your new career that makes you the happiest?
I can make best clothes, and I can be my own brand ambassador, since I've improved a lot on my personality. So yeah, I'm enjoying it.
So the next question is, if traveling was a therapy for mental health, where would you go?
Any hill station.
Hey, great choice. So let me go to the next question. How would you get rid of toxic people for better peace of mind?
Just ignore and move on.
Oh, really? Nice. Let me try that next time. Thank you. So next and the final question of the rapid fire round is, how would you describe wellness in one word?
Eternal happiness.
So we have finished all the questions of rapid fire round. Thank you so much. It was indeed great having you on our show, Vaishali. And it would be indeed great if you could just share your contact details or on your social media. So if anyone would like to change their lives and wish to be healthy overall, mind, body, soul, as we say. So wellness is everything, as health is wealth. So if anyone would like to come over to you for consultation or any kind of advice, please share your details on social media, like any platform, wherever you are more available for great advice, anything related to health, wellness. Kindly share it here itself. Thank you so much. Great having you. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much for inviting me here. I had a great time. Yes, if anyone needs any help regarding their health transformation, I'll be definitely happy to help them. And you can just reach me on my Insta or Facebook handle at Vaishali Udmale, or they can directly call me on 7777091774. Have a great time, people. And yes, do follow all the safety measures. Take care of yourself and people around you, and most importantly, do not forget to smile and love yourself. Thank you. Bye bye.
And that's all for today's show. Hope you had a great time. Stay safe, stay healthy, and don't forget SMS, sanitization, mask, social distancing. Take care.